decisively, 36-6 in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Did you see the rally, the party, the huge
No, I didn't see it.
Acceptance speech and the rally and the party and all the Cruz supporters? Did you see that on the news? Because there wasn't one.
Oh, really? Why not? You would think that he would.
Well,
and if he had known how bad, everybody after the Wisconsin primary, all the media, Cruz came out and said he called for Trump to drop out of the race. It's laughable at best.
That's good.
It's so insulting. He has such a commanding lead over Cruz. Cruz has no path to win on the first ballot. No way.
He's still 200 and some odd points out.
There's just not enough time. He has to win like 85% of the rest of the delegates in order to secure a first ballot win.
And he's not going to get it from New York.
Well, no, that's not in mind yet.
But that's a lot of points.
I'm going back in time.
Okay.
Nobody's thinking of New York. We're thinking Wisconsin just happened. Huge tsunami of momentum. Trump hasn't won decisively in a while.
Correct.
Cruz is coming on. But for him to call for Trump to pull out of the race now is so insulting. You just don't do that. I would not want anybody to do that to Cruz. If Cruz had a commanding lead, that's just insulting.
Okay, we're in the Indy,
disrespectful.
We're in the Indy 500 with 500 laps, and we're at lap 250.
No, we're past that.
Okay, lap 300.
Like 350.
Okay, lap 350. Carey's lapped me 2.5 times. And then all of a sudden, I pit faster than him, and I get out. But I'm still 2.5.
I got the nozzle stuck. When I pulled it out, it caused a fire.
Right.
The fire. I had to jump out of the cockpit for a while they put the fire out. And you're coming around, but I get out, and I'm still like a whole lap ahead of you.
And some change. Change.
But you made up a lot of ground.
Right. And I get to the CB, and I say, man, you got to drop out. You're going to lose this. It's all over. Just drop out.
Pull over. Save your gas.
Save
your gas.
Save your tires. Save all. Don't even try anymore. You need to stop. Just stop.
Wow.
What are you looking at now?
I got sidetracked. Starbucks apologizes for a rude note on the receipt.
Does it have anything to do with Trump?
No, I got caught. Okay.
All right.
Well, I got to tell it.
Okay, you do now.
The Starbucks wrote on their receipt, "Diabetes, here I come." Wow.
So Scott Baio, you remember Scott Baio?
Yeah, from Charles in Charge, right?
Right.
Charles in Charge.
He's a huge Trump supporter.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes, and when he goes to Starbucks, and they ask you what your name is, so what's your name, so they can write it on. Starbucks in California is so busy, and they might do it here in Ohio.
Yeah,
that they ask you your name, and they write your name on the cup with a black marker.
Right.
And so every time he goes to Starbucks, he says Trump.
That's not a good idea.
And so they wrote it on the cup, filled the coffee up, and when your cup is ready and they set it on a counter, they holler your name.
And in his case,
they put it up there, and nobody said a word. They refused to say Trump. So he took to this Twitter sphere, and now trending, everybody that's a Trump supporter, when you go to Starbucks, tell them your name is Trump.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They said it's take it over L.A. Trump.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
So you go to Starbucks, tell them your name is Trump.
Make them yell it.
Make them yell it. Make them holler.
Wow.
So let's this Ann Coulter article is part of this whole Wisconsin issue. But this is what Ann Coulter wrote. She wrote this article for Breitbart. I'm only going to read the first paragraph. But it starts off, it says, "Congratulations to Senator Ted Cruz for winning his 4th primary." Well, when I saw that highlight, that title, I know Ann Coulter's a Trump supporter, but I'm like, ugh, what? Kind of got irritated.
Well, before you go on, just my reaction to that title is, well, she's obviously using sarcasm as a jab.
Yes.
She is. That's exactly what it sounds like.
So it says usually, and when you read the second sentence, it says usually Donald Trump wins the primaries where you go and vote like in a real election. Cruz wins the caucuses run by the state parties, favored by political operators and cheaters. Until now, the only primaries Cruz has won are in Texas, his home state, Oklahoma, basically the same state. She has in parentheses Oklahoma, parentheses, basically the same state.
Oh, boy.
Idaho, where Trump never even campaigned. And now Cruz has finally won an honest-to-goodness primary. This is great news for him, provided, one, the general election is a caucus. And not an action.
But wait a minute. She just said that it's a primary. That Wisconsin was.
Correct. This is his first primary.
Okay.
But
provided that it's a caucus.
In the general election, it's good news for him if it's a caucus because that's what he wins.
Okay. Except for Wisconsin.
Right.
To his credit.
Right. The national media denounced Trump in that. Oh, sorry about that. The national media universally denounced Cruz's Democrat opponent the same way the Wisconsin media denounces Trump. So if the media goes after Hillary or Sanders as hard as they're going after Trump, Cruz is in good shape. They don't care that they're. Oh, this is about the Cruz. Oh, she starts to blast the Cruz bots. She calls them the Cruz bots. Don't care. They don't care that they're being used as cat's paw by the Never Trump crowd, and that a brokered Republican convention is more likely to end with Bernie Sanders as the nominee and not Cruz. You know?
Oh, we talked about this.
Cruz will not get the brokered convention nomination. I don't care what he thinks. I don't care what you all think you think. Not out of disrespect. I don't care what you think.
They'll go I feel like they'll go with Trump before they go with Cruz. Because
the brokered convention?
At least the argument can be made that he has the majority of delegates.
It's going to be Paul Ryan.
Right, and if they do that, I don't know how they win the election because they have to rely on voters going and casting a ballot for their nominee.
Right.
And how can you count on that when you do what you do? Now, you know what Brian and I have always said, we have to defeat the communists. But, I mean...
I'll do it. I'll vote for Paul Ryan. If Paul Ryan said, I'll vote for it. If it's Mitt Romney said, I'll vote for it. Whatever the Republican is, I will personally vote for it because that's how strongly I feel.
But I will spend the entire... I will spend every single day for the next 4 years advocating for a third party.
Literally railing against everything that this party has ever stood for.
And I will demand that whoever runs for president in 4 years do it on a ticket other than GOP, flat out.
Right.
So, flat out.
How do you feel about this? Because this is being talked about and thrown around. Whether it's true or not, who knows? But the media likes to drum it up. And and they're throwing this out there on purpose. I know, to make people angry, but they're saying Trump could threaten a third party run. Somebody has already, and this is a fact, some billionaire has already started, and this article's on sickbias.com, has already started. In this article, he says, I have created a platform for Trump if he needs it.
That would be pretty cool.
He said, I've already put $1 million of my own money into this platform. I've set it up, and I have groups of people on board ready to get involved if Trump needs this platform to land on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
What if that happened? Do you think the Band-Aid could rip off that hard and that fast?
My biggest worry is that Rush Limbaugh has always said that Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, whoever, Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, whatever, if they got a D next to their name, they get 47% of the electorate no matter what.
Auto.
However, that's not always true because remember, Bill Clinton only won 42% when he won in 92.
Wow.
So that being said,
man, they really hated George Bush's dad.
Well,
the media.
George Bush, George H.W. Yeah, George H. Walker Bush. That being said, if we could keep Mickey Mouse with a D next to him down to 42%, like Bill Clinton was, what could we say about Hillary Clinton, who is a criminal? Could we hammer her?
Murderous criminal.
Yeah, she's flat out
treasonous.
Justice is being thwarted as we speak because she is not behind bars.
De Blasio said she doesn't need to be vetted twice. He said that twice. Don't vet her. Because
you might find out that she has email servers or something.
Yeah, or the gift that keeps on giving. I don't know.
So, which, by the way, there's breaking news on that.
Ah!
Yes.
Well, they got a new cream.
No, there's breaking news on... no, not that. Oh, I'm going to go down a really quick tangent here because we segued into it perfectly. President Obama has just declared Hillary Clinton's emails never jeopardized America's national security.
Well, there you have it. Done.
It's over.
It's over.
So President Obama says Hillary Clinton showed a degree of carelessness in using a private email server as Secretary of State, but never jeopardized national security. Now, hold on. There's a difference.
I'm glad he weighed in on that. I'm so happy that we've got his opinion because like opinions, they all stink. Just like everybody else.
They're just like a-hole.
Yep.
They're just like sphincters.
Yep.
So they're just like those lazy sphincters.
Did you just call him a name?
The lazy sphincter that doesn't want to exert its clenching power, and so it just.
Let me veer this away from the abutment.
Oh wow! We just went right into an abutment. Okay, so here's the thing. He said it never jeopardized national security. That's a false statement. What he should have said if he wanted to stay on the side of honesty, or if he wanted to avoid a lie,
stay ambiguity.
He should have said that it never actually caused a breach of national security. Because that may be true. It may be true that everything that she did never caused a breach of security. But that's not what he said. He said it never jeopardized. Of course it jeopardized national security.
So the threshold, he made the threshold too lightly.
He should have said there was never a breach of national security.
Right. Our government...
That may be true.
Our government never failed because of her emails.
We never had a national...
rolling blackouts, shutdown of the government never shut down.
Turns out nothing bad happened out of it. That's what he should have said. That could have actually been that would not have been a falsifiable statement. But
so the media could run with that.
Yeah,
the media could run.
But he said it never jeopardized it. Yes, of course it jeopardized national security. By definition.
Not that it breached it.
Doing that jeopardized. That's like saying, look, I know you're walking on the railing of the bridge. Okay. And you didn't fall off, but you could have.
Right.
And what he's saying is he never could have fallen off that bridge.
Oh!
That's not a true statement. That's a false statement. You're walking on the edge of the bridge. Of course you could have fallen off. The fact that you didn't does not mean that you couldn't have.
You were never in any danger
while
driving your car down the road. You are never in any danger.
Without a seatbelt.
You are never in any danger. You're never in any jeopardy. You do not jeopardize yourself, your life, your safety whatsoever driving a car daily. Every day you get in a car. you jeopardize